get out of here. Last thing, brother preachers, that I got a problem with this text. Not only did they choose counsel over covenant, not only did they choose to have vantage over vision, but the last thing that I see in the text that they chose to settle versus soaring. Verse 32 said that they brought back an evil report of the land which they had searched out unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is the land that eateth up its inhabitants thereof, and the people that we saw are in it, but they are men of great stature. Here it is. Here's what the council report is. But preacher, but pastor, yeah, there's some milk and honey, and it's got grapes, and the land is beautiful. But you didn't tell us there was some giants over there. And this is what we're going to do today. We resided from the council committee because if going over there is a requirement, we choose to stay where we are. And there's some folk that God has been trying to get you to your promised land, but you chose to settle where you are versus soaring where God wants to take you. How many of you really know that don't get comfortable in settling? Don't do it. But God wants us to soar. He wants us to move ahead. And so is there anybody in here that's got enough strength in you to be honest to say that you come in contact with some giants in your life? A pink slip is a giant. Disability is a giant. Breast cancer is a giant. But some folk in here that's overcome some giants. An abusive relationship is a giant. Gang member child is a giant. Death before you turn 25 is a giant. But there's some folk in here that's come in contact with some giants, but you've overcome the giants. Help me out, Jimmy. Let me hear him get out of here. Yeah, there are some people in here that are like grasshoppers. I don't like grasshoppers. Y'all don't have that problem out here, but in Oklahoma we have grasshoppers. One of them jumped on my car one day and rode 5 miles. I was swerving trying to get that grasshopper off my car. And you ain't helped me with no gas. And some of you are like grasshoppers. You're not careful, you'll find yourself always needing the help of God. But I am, yes, giving my own testimony. Yes, that I have had some encounters with some giants. Yes, and giants was always stepping on me. Giants was always judging me. Giants was always criticizing me. Giants was always telling me you ain't tall enough. Giants was always telling me you're too big. Giants are always telling me you don't sing good enough. Giants are always telling me you don't preach good enough. But I am not afraid of no giants. I got God on my side, and I ain't afraid of no giants, and I surely ain't. I said I ain't no grasshopper, because I said I'm a prayer warrior. I know how to handle some giants. When giants get on your nerves, when giants are on your case, when giants are coming by because you're walking in covenant. You got a vision. You choose not to settle, but you're willing to soar. You're willing to walk with God. And if you walk with God,